Welcome to my channel, please subscribe. Mr. Deadeye arrived at Victory High School as the new NYSC corporal assigned to teach government. Young and charismatic, he quickly won the admiration of both students and staff. His friendly demeanor and willingness to help struggling students made him a favorite. He volunteered to tutor those who needed extra help, promising better grades in return. At first, his actions seemed noble. He encouraged students, especially the girls, to trust him. He would praise them in class, making them feel special, especially those who were vulnerable or eager to impress. When some hesitated to attend his private lessons, he reassured them. "I just want to help you. You're smart. But the system is unfair. Let me guide you." Slowly, they believed in him, convinced that he genuinely wanted to see them succeed. Among them was Ada, a bright but struggling student. Coming from a poor background, she saw education as her only escape. Mr. Deji noticed her determination and singled her out, frequently calling on her in class, praising her intelligence and giving her extra attention. One evening, after a tutoring session, he smiled warmly and said, "You remind me of myself at your age. I believe in you. I'll make sure you pass." As he placed a reassuring hand on her shoulder, she felt a slight discomfort, but ignored it, convincing herself it was nothing. His messages started coming late at night. At first, they were about schoolwork, but gradually they became more personal. He asked about her dreams, her fears, and her struggles. "You work too hard, Ada. You need someone who understands you." She didn't realize she was becoming emotionally dependent on him until it was too late. One evening, he asked her to stay behind after class to discuss an upcoming test. When the last student left, he locked the door. His tone was softer, his eyes lingering too long. "You're special, Ada. You mean more to me than just a student." She felt uneasy, but before she could react, he was on her. She left the school that night shattered, her world forever changed. Ada withdrew from everything. She barely spoke in class, lost interest in her studies, and avoided Mr. Deji at all costs. But he continued as if nothing had happened. One day, she overheard two girls whispering about him. "He tried it with me, too." "Me too. But who will believe us?" The realization struck her. She wasn't the only one. Weeks passed and then months. The nausea, the weakness, the missed periods. She ignored them until she couldn't anymore. A pregnancy test confirmed her worst fear. Terrified, she tried to hide it, but soon her parents noticed. The storm came fast. Her parents dragged her to school, demanding answers. "My daughter was innocent before your corporal came here," her father shouted at the principal. The school erupted into chaos. Mr. Deji was summoned, his usual confidence faltering. "This is a misunderstanding. She was like a daughter to me." But through her tears, Ada told the truth. The police arrived, placing him in handcuffs. "You have the right to remain silent." The entire school watched as he was taken away. Some teachers and students defended him, saying Ada was lying. Others remained silent, their faces heavy with guilt. Ada scanned the crowd, hoping for support from the other victims, but they lowered their heads in fear. In his cold prison cell, Mr. Deji sat staring at the walls. He had once been admired, respected, trusted. Now all he had left was regret. He thought of Ada's broken face, of the girls he had silenced. Was it worth it? Outside, Ada faced her own battle, the whispers, the judgment, the stares. But with her family's support, she found the strength to move forward. And somewhere, in the silence, other victims watched her, wondering if one day they too would find the courage to speak up. Please subscribe